Welcome to Sunday Vibes live at the Livery. We're hanging out here in beautiful downtown Benton Harbor, Michigan. Our goal is to meet with artists, do local events, host some of our own events, all with the aim of connecting artists with one another and facilitating their creativity. One way we accomplish this is we hang out every Sunday, do a little live stream. Sometimes we're hanging out with artists, sometimes we're just hanging out at the Livery. Just depends on what week of the month it is. So we have some donors. I'm not supposed to mention that. So please share this around. We're on YouTube and we share links on Facebook through this channel. And if you would like to know how you can get involved or if you'd like to participate in some sort of way, please message us either on our email, media@vibeunit.com, or hit us up on our Instagram messengers. We can kind of figure out what you're into, and kind of see if we can direct you and maybe facilitate your creativity. That'd be really fun, and we'd love to do it. All right, that's my intro spiel.
That's the whole thing?
It's very short.
We've really condensed that down, I
yeah,
see.
I talked
That's
about
good.
the donors.
That's good.
And I went back and talked about them again. We do have donors, but we don't have a thing to throw up. So,
No,
I mean,
we do
whatever.
love our donors, though.
We do.
So we appreciate all of you.
Yep, blood donors.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
It's spooky season, so
it is. In fact,
it makes sense.
I'm sitting at the Livery right now, and I'm looking around at these decorations, and I have to ask, did you have a part in that?
Very, very little.
No.
But they did a great job, right?
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's really setting.
Everybody's
vibe.
been enjoying it, so.
We're gonna have an open mic night here tonight, just in time for Halloween. We got everything set up, so it'd be cool. Come on out, play some spooky songs.
Mike Struen's hosting tonight, right?
Oh yeah, Mike Struen, and I haven't met him yet, so this will be a really fun opportunity to get to know him. I've heard about him. I remember when I was 16 years old. He's been at it for a while.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Struen.
Mike's been playing a
He's
minute.
Been playing for a long time. When I was about 16 years old, my neighbor, for my birthday, gifted me one of his CDs.
Really?
Yeah, she went to saw him down here. It was actually Julie.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, John's mom.
Yeah.
She gifted me a CD, and she's like, I think you might like this guy. And I was like, all right. So I heard about him before I even knew he was a local guy. I was like, what? This is cool.
That's cool.
Now we're going to be hanging out tonight. And I listened to that album, what would it be, 16? I'm 32 soon. 16 years ago.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, that's cool. Yeah.
No
So
such thing as
Mike's-
a coincidence, right?
Yeah, right? Mike's here tonight.
Yep.
I think that'll be a lot of fun. We've had a very interesting set of open mics. Like everything's on the table. Like it could be anything.
Oh yeah.
So we just never know.
Because we were riding like a trend of too many folks here to even give everyone a chance to play. And then last open mic night we had significantly less people, but we got to keep in mind school just started.
That's true.
And there's a lot of moving pieces at the beginning of September.
I'm hoping that folks are out tonight to show off what they got. We've had some really good open mics already this year.
Definitely.
And just so many good ones, actually.
I'll be running sound, so
I will be.
Come talk to me and tell me I'm doing a great job, please.
I'm here to facilitate your food and drink needs.
Oh, dude. See, now we're kind of embedded in the Livery ecosystem here.
You know, a little bit.
Getting paid to be here.
Yeah,
Cool.
actually.
That's kind of cool.
But that has nothing to do with this.
Oh, that's true.
Because we are here
Oh, right.
to
right.
attract
We're not
all
getting
of you
paid by
fine
Livery
people
Yeah.
to Livery and show us
that
your
is
music.
confusing.
So
I do want to clarify. Please let me clarify. Livery's not paying us to be here on this live stream. Livery is whatever.
we just
You
work
guys-
here independently as well.
Yeah. This
Anyways.
is our thing. But we were given permission to be here, so don't go tattle on us.
Yep. we're enjoying this though. It lets us switch it up a little bit.
Yes.
We're not always just in the studio. It's nice to go out and do this other places. We could probably do this other places too. So if you have an idea of a place we should go and do the podcast from, maybe you should tell us.
So I guess on the spur of that, based off of what you just said, I do have some other interesting ideas we could try on this eventually, just to kind of shake things up. I know we typically just come here, do a quick episode, and run through our what's going to happen here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what we do. I'm trying to think of some ideas of other things that we could do to incorporate here. So if you're listening to this and you happen to have an idea, help me do some of the legwork. Send me some of those ideas, and maybe I can try to figure out something. One idea I did have was some an album recommendation, and not just any album. It would be like a band that put out a record from the local area that we could recommend and say, hey, I just checked out this album. You should check it out too. And it wouldn't be like, it'd be a recommendation not based on like we got paid to recommend it. It would be like we just like it and we want to share it, and it's a local thing. You know,
I like local things.
Yeah. So anyway, so what we got going on this month, John?
Well, speaking of local things, here at the Livery, we have, of course, tonight, Benton Harbor Arts Association's open stage with Mike Struan, which we mentioned. I guess we should mention the details of that, though, right? If you're all planning on coming out.
Yeah.
We're doing a 4:30 sign-up start and 5 o'clock start. And 10-minute time slots. Trying to be out of here by, like, 8 o'clock as far as the show is concerned. So try to be respectful of that and get here early enough to sign up if you're planning on playing, but we'd love to see you come out. As Mike mentioned, he's got your sound.
I got your sound.
I got your food and drink.
So cool.
And then we have Brendan Bayless actually here on the 7th. That's going to be a really cool show. He's now been here a number of times, and I know that's kind of like a staple show. A lot of folks are into the music that he plays, and so I'm kind of excited to see that show. So that'll be on the 7th, which actually, what day of the week is that?
Well, it's 6 days from now, Saturday.
Yeah, you'd think that that's how things would be, but I'm just exceptionally dumb today. So we're literally going to have to look at a picture of a calendar.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's this Saturday. That's great.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7th, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this Saturday.
Yeah.
Tickets are $20 in advance for that, or $25 at the door. So get your tickets early. I know there's a event link on Facebook that you can find easily enough that the Livery has been posting around. And then the following weekend, we have a group called Pocket Watch, which they're an interesting like fusion thing.
Come on.
The guy
man, that name is legendary.
Right? The guy that plays drums for them plays also in a band called, I think it was called Moonshroom. They played.
I see their sticker in the bathroom.
Okay, so
I'm,
they played Krazel's Block Party this last year, which I did sound for, and that was when I met. Well, that wasn't when I met Zach, but that was the last time I saw Zach, the drummer for Pocket Watch. So he's played in here with multiple other bands. I'm trying to remember who it's been, but I've seen him in here like 2-3 times. This is the first time he's here with like this project, and I'm very, very curious because I've seen a bunch of their content, like video and stuff posted online, and I'm just like, this is like kind of complex, like music, you know? Like this is, so if you're into, like I said, the fusion thing, like you should plan on coming out for that show because like as far as technical proficiency is concerned, the musicians that are going to be here for that are just outrageous. And that's on actually a Friday night. Right? So usually we've been doing Saturday shows, but that's on the 13th. So how about that? Friday the 13th, Pocket Watch playing at the Spookified Livery.
All right, I'm jealous of that band
Can you?
name, and you might have noticed a trend. I do really love a good band name. I've done that, I think, on the last few episodes we've done on here, where one band name just sticks out to me and I have to mention it. And this month's honorable mention is Pocket Watch.
I mean, I can't fault you for that. It's
So
easily the
fun.
most interesting thing
I
here.
wish I had thought of that. That's so good.
But yeah, Friday the 13th, man. Like, how perfect is that? So that's going to be quite a show. That's only $10. What a deal.
Brand.
7 p.m. for the doors and 8 p.m. for the show on that Friday,
Yes, sir.
on the 13th. And then the following Friday, we have a show again. It is going to be Jack Adams and his band, the Good Time Company.
Jack,
Seven, absolutely. Jack has done a showcase on Vibe Unit, so we're always pleased to let people know where he's going to be and what he's up to.
Yeah, after this episode, check out that episode.
Yeah, definitely go back and watch that if you want to see what Jack's up to. But that show is going to be 7 o'clock as well for the doors, 8 p.m. start, $10 there as well. And then on the 27th, which is also a Friday, Sankofa is playing a show, and I believe that's a Halloween sort of themed thing. I'm not entirely certain the details on that. I think some of that's still being worked out. But that's also a 7 o'clock doors, 8 p.m. show for that Friday. No show that Saturday. We're kind of doing the Friday shows thing this month. So.
Oh, back to that. Good.
Yeah. So that's it. That's literally it.
Nice.
A little bit reduced setup this month, but it's good because it's all heavy hitters.
So there's also, I just have to plug this because I'm involved, and Vibe Unit is my home base, if you would. So I'm going to just, be a little selfish here, and I'm going to plug a little bit of things I'm up to. So I was hoping you'd ask, but...
So, Mike,
Yes?
tell the people what you're up to.
Okay, so here's what I'm up to. I connected with another friend of the show, Matt Lenny.
Absolutely. Matt has been on our podcast.
Now, Matt is a writer, singer, country, blues, that kind of thing. We got to know him really well when we did a podcast with him. And I found him to be like a really likable dude. I really got along with him great. And that led to some conversation, and he asked if I'd play some keys with him and his group. So we're having a show in October on the 14th and the 15th, I believe it is. And the 14th, it's going to be in Chicago, so that's not local, at the Montrose. And then on the 15th, it's actually a little more local, at Side Yard.
Oh, nice.
So I'll be hanging out with Cam.
Love that.
Chilling over there. I haven't been there yet.
Oh,
Excited to
dude.
check out the place.
Dude, you're going to love it. Side Yards is good vibes, man.
What kind of stage setup do they have over there? I imagine with Cam involved.
I mean, there's not. I don't know if I'd say there's an actual like stage, but there's tons of room. You kind of set it up.
That sounds good.
You know, it's funny. I can't talk authoritatively about it because like I actually haven't seen anyone play there. I've been to Side Yard a bunch of times at this point, but usually when I go there, it's just like on a random night when there's nothing really like specific going on. So one of these days I'm gonna have to check it out. I've got as we were kind of mentioning a minute ago, I have some open Saturdays coming up here, which could be interesting.
That is.
So I might have a chance to go and check out some of the other local shows that are going on around here.
Well, keep me in the loop on what you're thinking on that. I might want to go to a couple of
Yeah,
those.
yeah, for
If
sure.
I'm not gone. I will be gone on the 22nd. I won't be here for the 22nd episode, or October 22nd's episode of Vibe Unit. I'll be in Florida on my honeymoon. So
Yes.
That's exciting. But anyway, back to the Matt thing. He's been into blues and country. Those are genres I don't really care to play like on my own. I'm not drawn to them naturally. So it's been quite an arduous task to get good at that genre when I'm not natural. It's not in my head. It's not under my hands. So I spent the last few weeks practicing, trying to get in at least like 10 hours a week of practicing. And yeah, it's been really cool because now I'm starting to kind of figure out there's these little nuanced things that are happening. Little licks you can do to kind of like make it sound cool that I just didn't have access to before. I'm just like, dude, this is sweet.
That's
like,
cool.
I'm feeling it. Like I'm pulling in those blue notes, and I'm figuring out where you get that sound from, and how you like build everything around dominant 7 chords and that kind of thing. So it's been really cool. But I will say this: it's been a while since I performed. It's been a long time, and I almost have forgotten the amount of effort it takes to practice, because I typically with you and I, we just show up and we just do something, and we don't dwell too much.
I mean, at least for this, yeah. Like if we're just getting together to jam.
We'll get together on a Vibe Unit episode, and we'll just kind of make it up as we go. And you've seen plenty of episodes like that, I'm sure. But I forgot what it's like to actually grind out some songs, and
Like learning songs and that kind of thing.
new genres
Yeah.
and new techniques. Like it actually sucks.
It's a lot of hard work.
Like, oh my god, the payoff.
Especially if it's like you said, something that's a little bit challenging, because it forces you to have to like kind of start at a base level and just say, yep, I guess I don't know anything, and just figure it out.
Yeah, the payoff is insane. So then I'm playing to a John Prine tune, and I'm playing along to it, and I'm starting to find those moments where he does like, or his keyboardist or pianist will do some sort of lick, and I'm like, sometimes I'm not supposed to play it perfectly, like I'm not supposed to do exactly what they do. I'm supposed to just kind of essence it, kind of get the vibe of it, because I'm supposed to make it my own. I mean, you give a guitar to one blues player and another, they play the same song, but they sound different.
Sure.
So I'm supposed to get close, but it is really cool when you lock in on someone else's style a little bit and get this like nice little flow. So I don't know. I'm excited for the show. Hope you guys will come out. If you're local, just come out to the Side Yard on the 15th of October. Come see Matt. Matt's a cool dude. And it's been really cool getting to know him and do this with him. So yeah, that's it for me.
Want to say anything else, or is that kind of the
That's pretty much all I got going.
the majority of it?
That's been occupying my mind for the last couple weeks. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair
Besides,
enough.
I need a keyboard case if anyone has one that can fit like an 88 key large keyboard. I think it was like 55 inches long at least. I forgot what the other two dimensions were, but I'm looking. I'll buy it. I might just buy a cheap one for now and then work my way up to a hard case. But
Right.
yeah. Anyway, that's it.
Well, I was to say, other than, I mean, I guess we've covered everything, right?
Yeah.
We invited people to the livery. We told them what's going on here.
Yep.
Told them what's going on with you.
Yep. And we didn't tell them what's going on with you, but
Nothing's really going on with me other than like, well, I mean, other than the usual, like, yeah, I sat down in the studio a couple times and played around, but nothing major. I'm not like working on like a gig or anything,
Yeah.
So you got me on that. See, wasn't that interesting? So now you've
What's that
gotten,
meme?
I don't know.
What's that mean? You know what I'm talking about? King of the Hill? Or no, King of Queens. Kevin James. It's like a meme going around.
Oh
You see
God.
that? He's like, that's what I was.
All right. So, anyways, that should about do it, right?
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next week. Oh, a little bit of news though.
What?
Next week we have Hunter on. We have a show next week, so tune into Vibe Unit to check
Showcase?
out- Yeah, Vibe Unit Showcase.
Nice.
Tune in to see Hunter. How do you pronounce his last name? It starts with a V. Hunter V. I'll pronounce it correctly on the stream. I promise.
Boy, you better put that research hat on and get it worked out.
Dude.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.